stock lighting versus the new hotness TST. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you may have guessed or may have seen in the previous videos, we bought two Groms, and well, they're very basic bikes. Being as they're very basic bikes, it leaves you open to many upgrades, both from modding the motor to go a little bit faster, maybe from 100k to 105k, and all the creature comforts you can imagine, from better suspension, better lighting, shifting, handlebars, all of this sorts of stuff that you'll see in future videos to come. In this video, we're going to be installing the TST lighting kit. And here we go.
Just taking a quick look over the bike once more, and we will be starting off with doing the rear lighting, removing that fender. So what we would call this be the fender eliminator. Basically, you take off the rear fender, slap on this piece of plastic which holds the license plate, and you're done. Read it. That's it. Nope, actually I'm just kidding. We're going to remove the rear fender, which holds the license plate, and in doing so, we're going to remove the rear light and both signals. What we're going to install afterwards is that piece of plastic that you saw goes underneath where the seat is, and then we have a rear light that goes into place, which is programmable, both for for the signals, I meant to say signals, and the brake light itself. So it'll flash when you stop, and you'll have different types of signals, whether it's going to flash or be progressive, saying you're going left or going right. The other thing about this bike, you'll notice that it doesn't have any signal running lights, which I'm still mixed up about. I might change that on my bike, and I might just leave it alone. But here we go as far as removing that fender. It's very simple stuff. You could do this with your hand tools and everything like that. And at that point, you make the bike look a lot better. Now, once you remove this rear fender, you're going to be noticing that the fender was keeping all the water off your back. But myself and Terry concede that we won't be riding too much in the rain, and if we do, this is the sacrifice we're willing to make to look cool.
At least there's some torque on these. You know what I mean? Whatever, if it rattles a little, it rattles a little. I'm pretty sure we need those nuts back.
We do.
There's some grommets and stuff, so give it a little tug, it should come. There you go. In our TST box, we have our nuts and bolts.
Make it look easy, and then it'll pop into place.
Did they have it on the outside? Alright, and then we want to get this guy.
Just nice little open area there.
Beautiful. And then we will try and remove this panel in a second, so we can run the wire tucked under. So that's gonna go like that.
That's nice. Give it a blinker. Ooh, sexy.
we can change them.
I do like that one.
But it doesn't do the pulse. Oh, it does do the pulse
Oh.
brake. There we go.
Wow, that's bright. I think I have freaking sunglasses on for this part of the test.
That's pretty cool. That's that.
Beautiful.
We gotta change up the front ones.
Yep.
Got our flasher relay installed too, the one. And it's,
Nice.
we can upgrade the speed of the flasher too, eh?
Yeah, you can do. It's
got the
a potentiometer.
yeah, potentiometer, thank you. Built into it.
I know a couple things. Shifter and kickstand.
You want to say shifter first? I meant kickstand. I was just looking at the shifter. This will keep her nice and tight. You know what, screw it. Let's do the shifter first. I made up my mind. Alright. Let's see if we can get lean on this way.
Here we ran into a bit of trouble, found a C-clip at the back of the shifter, so we just get a C-clip splitter and pull it off. No big deal. I'm just trying to find the orientation of the C-clip.
We ended up using a set of C-clip pliers that work by opening up the C-clip so we can take it off the shifter, or retaining clip, whatever you want to call it.
Now we're going hard and removing the axle just a little bit so we can get some more room to get at the shifter. I don't recommend doing this. So upon finding difficulties in removing the shifter, we decided to switch it up and do the kickstand, which we also found additional difficulties. We'll get to that in a second.
Alright, you wanna be that way? We'll get you from the bottom.
Bottom seems to be the way to go for that. Let's pull down. Up and
So there's a bolt on top of a bolt to do the sensor, and then there's a nut at the back, and then there's a bolt that holds it all
when
together.
working on any kind of vehicle, especially a bike, you need to use proper torque specs and the recommended Loctite.
Oh, it's got Everybody's gonna be like, look at that, these are using hand tools. Doesn't he get the
It's very important to just use hand tools, even though Terry is chirping himself. It's pretty funny. I loved it and thoroughly enjoyed it. But definitely, guys, get a service manual. We don't have one yet. And hand tools for the win.
Okay, there's a little clip.
Yes, that goes in with the bike being placed here. So here you can realize that we didn't notice or understand that there was a bolt within a bolt and then having a retaining nut on the back. So the first bolt holds on the kickstand sensor to tell the bike when to disable the throttle in case you're in gear and you're stopping the bike, and when it's in neutral to keep the bike running. We did damage it, but we fixed it, and if we had a service manual, we wouldn't have had this problem.
At the end, I don't know if I'll be able to retain this because the slot, I don't know if it's gonna make it around again.
This was probably the hardest part of modifying the Honda Grom. And you'll see here that we now have the sensor off, and there's a bolt there that retains or fastens the kickstand to the bike. And then an additional bolt fits inside the kickstand bolt, and that holds on the sensor for said kickstand. We didn't quite realize that. Again, get your service manual. You won't have to run into this problem. But luckily enough, we fixed that issue, and everything at the end of the day was stock functionality.
Some weird nut, but it's shallow. That's what you want. Nice and roosher goosher. Let's see if we can recover this guy. Find the hole. If not, I'll just reorder this since it's not a biggie. To me, at least. Okay.
Can you do it in one shot? Come on. Okay, a little bit extra power for me. You got it. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. All right.
Now these guys are here.
These two there. Just like that.
Yeah.
So that'll be gorgeous.
Then we'll just get that wire get out of the way. Yeah. There we go. I was gonna say there's a clip here that will.
Yep.
So happy we got your, what do you call it, working kickstand. Yeah, me too. I was really a little nervous there. We had a new part we didn't even understand. And just get it snug in a bit because these are case bolts. That is a touch loose, so those are American, they're not Canadian. Look. Oh, see? Yeah.
I noticed too that this we get, even though this looks shorter, because this was back here, in comparison it all moves up, look.
Oh, okay.
So even though it looks like
So
it would
this literally eliminates all of this stuff here, and you're right on the shifter.
be all this extra little linkages.
Yeah, it's all eliminated. Wow.
So-
Holy.
Yeah,
That's
you got
a lot
a
of
throw
stuff.
bar and two in the and
Yeah.
see if we can pull the rubber boot back for you.
I didn't realize it was all like that.
This is why you were having such issues at school.
Yeah, I was wondering about all this.
There you go. So you got a little bar
Yeah.
with a cotter pin.
It
And
seems
that's-
like it's over-engineered.
Yeah, it really is.
It's crazy. It's
That's why as
Yeah.
soon as we went,
straight connect. Done. Wow. That's a big difference. Like, that's like our dirt bikes.
100%. So now we gotta find.
You gotta find a sweet spot. That makes me so much happier, dude.
I think maybe just one notch up. Oh, let's put the bolt in it.
And you'll know right away.
I actually think we can move it up one more in a sense because that feels a little bit low. I would prefer that we were almost here.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Just one up. So let's try something. So kickstands up.
Yep, kickstands up.
Okay. I don't think it worked because I pulled the clutch in.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kickstand down. Clutch out. Clutch in.
No, she's working.
Hold on. Here, Cheryl.
3 hours later.
little more tricky with this one, in all honesty.
Yep, it works. Nice. Hell yeah.
Kickstand up. Yeah, 100%.
Yep. Beautiful. So just make a few adjustments on that and be tight. So the kickstand, the shifter are great. Now we're going to eliminate the markers. So this giant thing is going to be a smaller thing right here. Just up there. We're going to take that away. And drop that down.
And then we should be able to find a plug on the front of the headlight.
I'll hold it.
Here. I'm gonna do a Michael and pull that little connector out.
And then do that. Push that through.
There we go. Gives us the length to get that. That's one Grom headlight.
Yeah. Bow, bow, bow. Not sure what that sound was.
Great. We did that. Like I said, there should be some here and here.
Yep, there it is right there.
And then we'll pull these two and pull that cover off, and that'll give us access way better to that.
Now, to remove the backing for the speedometer or the dash where all the information is presented, so we can get better access to either side of the blinkers, the one bolt.
Now,
And over
on
here.
each side, see the wire, right? You're gonna follow that wire. Wow.
I know, right?
We're gonna undo these buoys if we can. What the f?
Nothing, I was sticking up his nose.
Oh, it's a lift. And same on this side.
Yeah. So now we're just gonna get our camera. Yeah. So you see.
That was like 3
That was 3 screws, bud.
Yeah.
Man. Now I was thinking of trying to save this rubber and use it on this, but there's no real way because they have that long bar.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
So now we gotta make sure, yeah, right side. Oh, I'm so right. Okay. Let's see if I'm 100% right when I did this. Moment of truth. Should be able to slide the nut through the hole. Side witch. Slide the washer through side witch. Oh! We did it, boys. We did it. Yeah, we can't use that for anything. It's just, figure out how to nicely do this.
Mine works. What do you use?
I don't know. Might have. Did I
Just-
over tighten it, maybe?
I don't think I ever tightened it.
Yeah.
Check your cable.
The wire was good.
Yeah.
It was hard taping this all up without having the wire be all bend or roony. So, right. He matches his truck with the flake.
Oh, that's cute. Oh yeah, it does.
He didn't believe me. You got both bolts in?
I have no bolts in. Need to plug
No,
that
these
in.
ones?
Oh yeah, those are done. Here, plug her in. And plug her in.
Get back in there.
And hold the light. Have to get that underneath. There you go. And I'll put 2 screws in on either side. Oh, good side. Is it on the outside there? Is it on the inside? Yeah, it should be on the inside. Yeah. Oh, got it. It does have some problems with the
we both do this. Flash me, baby.
Why is it doing that?
That's nice.
Or maybe because it's not running. The flashy flash.
Yes, what one would you do?
So I'll probably go. I'm thinking this one.
I like that one. But I do like the rear brake light where it's kind of...
I don't know, it's hard to say either that one or the other one where it flashes 3 times and then.
Yeah, I kind of like that one. I like the one with the where it flashes with the progressive. Like that one. Yeah, that's one I like.
I don't know, that's kind of annoying though. I would be pissed off if I was behind that person like that. I don't know, I think that one is kind of the ticket in the sense like the progressive's cool. I don't know, I think I'll go with the progressive on that, son. We'll do that for a bit. That's probably what we'll stay for now.
Nice. I like it a lot.
Just have to get that one.
I get that blinker, it'll be good.
Wait. And then
That's good, I like that, dude. That's bright as hell.
fender, like
Just noticed that this doesn't have rear running lights. I guess because of the tail light, whereas at the front of these things, you have running lights, but the rear does not have that.
no, they're using the tail light as a
Yeah.
running light.
Which is cool. Still like the eliminator, fender eliminator, because it cleans this whole area up. Anyways, so another thing we just found, Terry's going to demonstrate. He's going to want to put it on lightly, and the brakes don't go on the rear, but if he puts a lot, there it is, you can see the difference. See how far his foot went down? Like, that's a lot for that light to go. We were braking with this, not hard, because we used the engine to brake, but that switch there needs to be adjusted.
In comparison.
Yeah, and yeah, in comparison to the front, which is almost instantaneous, like a hair trigger, as Terry was saying just a second ago. But yeah, you got to press that thing down hard before it lights up. That's a good thing to know. And the same, even if like, we did no modifications to this bike, the same is to be said for his bike with the new brake lights and everything. It's obviously the same rear brake, and it's still just as you need to put a lot of pressure on it, which is not good. So we'll be stopping without like actually like being heavy on the rear brake. You don't want to lock up the rear tire, and we won't be showing that we're actually stopping, which can be potentially dangerous. So that's something else we got to fix. Alrighty boys, that's the end of the video. We've got 2 bikes, 1 stock, 1 modded. Lights are looking pretty shiny, pretty good. Identical beasts, identical kilometers, almost identical age. Give or take a couple hours. My blinker works, his doesn't.
Yeah, I got ripped off apparently.
That's awesome. So this is the original kickstand, as you saw. Original, what do you call it, shifter. And we've got the modded shifter, modded kickstand, so you can have your stock height or standard height or sort of amateur height, whatever you want, expert height. This is the rear. It looks kind of gnarly, way too much going on here. And you get your streamlined version. This is beauty. This is like 20,000 extra horsepower. I love the way yours looks, man, how it's all shiny, but you got no giant blinkers. They're all tucked in nice and streamlined.
Yeah, we'll have to get this one warranted, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If not, I'll have to buy another set. I don't know. Whatever.
This will give you less, this will be more aerodynamic, less air resistance, what I wanted to say. I like it. I like the way yours looks like this. compared to mine. Just gonna turn the handles like that, give it a nice little view. Yeah, definitely the way to go. Little lighting kit, beauties. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.